everyone. Happy Saturday. This is your boy, Tosh Worlds TV of the Geek Lone Stars. And today, guys, it's an awesome day. We're going to be talking about some movie news this week that happened, a little bit of last week too. But mostly this week, man. Things have been crazy. Pandemonium's going on. It's insane. Let me know if you guys can or cannot hear me, okay? Like I said, I'm Tosh Worlds TV. And this is the Geek Roundup. You know what I mean? Happy Saturday. And also, do us a favor. Help us out. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Okay? Make sure you clicking on that. What do you call it? Dang, what do you call it, guys? The notification bell. Make sure you clicking on that notification bell. So when we do stuff like this, you're the first one to know. Also, click on that hype button if you're on a mobile device, okay? Now, guys, we're not going to waste any time. We're going to get into the thick of it. Let's go. Again, guys, let me know in the chat if you can or cannot hear me, because I think you guys should be able to hear me. All right, guys, so let's get into the first news of the day. Let me pull it up for you guys. Yes. So apparently, Stephen Colbert of The Tonight Show is doing a Lord of the Rings movie, which is crazy. Very, 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 very crazy. Stephen Colbert is, yes. And it is titled Lord of the Rings, Shadow of the Past, which will follow Andy Serkis. Sorry. I can't even read, guys. I'm sorry. Lord of the Rings, Shadow of the Past will follow the Andy Serkis directed Hunt for Gollum, slated in 2027, which is kind of crazy. So for those of you that don't know, Andy Serkis did the voice for this guy, did the motion capture and all that other stuff. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not a big Lord of the Rings fan. Okay, Buggy's more the Lord of the Rings fan than I am. But I did watch both of those movies. No, I watched all three of those movies. I had a good time with it. I never saw The Hobbit, though. Should I watch The Hobbit? Y'all let me know in the comments. So I'm getting this from Entertainment Tonight. So the key points about this is that Stephen Colbert is developing this movie with his son, Peter. Okay, I didn't know about that. That's actually pretty cool. And it's going to be titled Lord of the Rings, Shadow of the Past. This film will cover chapters 3 to 8 of J.J.R. Tolkien's Fellowship of the Ring, which did not appear in Peter Jackson's original film trilogy, which is pretty cool because I didn't know that. Okay, cool. Jackson also gave us a promising update on Andy Serkis' progress on the Hunt of Gollum in the next chapter in the Lord of the Rings saga. Okay. The former Lord of Late Night is coming to Middle-earth. After re-emerging from his Hobbit hole to give an update of the Lord of the Rings, Hunt for Gollum, late Tuesday night, Peter Jackson welcomed an unexpected A-list LTOR fan, Latour fan, he was Lord of the Rings, like abbreviated, fan to deliver an announcement. First hinted back in 2024 that Gollum is the only Tolkien movie that we are developing. Stephen Colbert introduced the Oscar-winning as his special partner in this LTOR film. Popped up on the screen below Jackson, the soon departing host of the late show with Stephen Colbert, joined Jackson to discuss the Lord of the Rings, Shadow of the Past. Okay? And this movie will follow Gollum. So, this is what this movie is going to be about. Warner Brothers release sent Tuesday, including the official synopsis of the just announced film. 14 years after the passing of Frodo, Sam, Merry, and Pippin are set out to retrace the first steps of their adventure. Meanwhile, Sam's daughter Eleanor has just discovered a long buried secret and is determined to uncover why the War of the Ring was nearly lost before it even began. All right, all right, all right. So let me get my thoughts real quick about this. Sorry for the fumble earlier. Again, I'm not a big Lord of the Rings fan. I'm not, but I think this is actually a really cool thing. I mean, we haven't gotten a Lord of the Rings movie for a very long time, and the Hobbit movies were like very, wishy washy. So it depends on, it depends on what you like. But this is actually a cool idea, and it's set 14 years after Frodo dies or passes away, I should say. Oh, I'm sorry, 14 years after the passing of Frodo, right? So this is canon, which I think is a pretty good thing that going to get a lot of fans excited. And then Andy Serkis is coming back. I don't know if the others are going to come back too, like the other hobbits that played it. I know Ian McKellen. See, I don't know about that. I don't know if Ian McKellen is going to come back as Gandalf. That I'm not 100% sure. Just because he's older. He just played Magneto for Doomsday. I don't know if he got that much in him to do that. I don't know, because he's like around 90 something. So I mean, maybe. Who knows? But yeah, maybe we might get the original cast for this, which it looks like we are. But yeah, I think this is pretty cool, man. I think this is pretty cool for LTOR fans. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, what did you guys think about this? Do you agree? Like, are you excited that you're getting this? Are you not excited? Let me know in the comments down below. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. I just want to make sure you guys are hearing me. Give me 1 second, guys. I just need to make sure. Hold on a second, y'all. Boom, boom, boom. Give me 1 second, guys. Nope, that didn't work. Nope, that didn't work. Hey, love. Okay, you are hearing me. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure. All right. Okay. So let me know what you thought about that in the comments. All right. All right. All right. Now we're gonna move to Scooby-Doo. Yes, guys. For those of you that don't know, we are getting a Scooby-Doo live action series from Netflix. Yes. Yes, the ones that are doing the One Piece and being so successful at it, they are doing Scooby-Doo. Yes. Pull it up right here, guys. All right. Hold on, let me zoom in on this too. All right. Okay. So we getting this from the actual Netflix site. Netflix announces first ever live action Scooby-Doo series. The 8-episode show goes back to haunting the haunting case that started it all. Okay. So it looks like it's gonna be the Scoobies are gonna be like, how do I say it? It looks like they're going to be already, doing their mystery stuff. So that's what it looks like they're going to be doing. So everybody's already together and they're going to be doing their thing. That's what it looks like to me. All right, so let's read this. Half a century, 3 theatrical films, and more than a dozen animated series later, Scooby-Doo remains one of pop culture's most recognizable and entertaining characters. But few people know about the Cowardly Dog and his mystery solving gang first got together. Oh, so this is them coming together. Okay, got you. In a new series, showrunners I hope I'm saying this right, Josh Applebaum and Scott Rosenberg and their production company Midnight Radio are going back to the beginning to the terrifying case that started it all. As you see here, Netflix posted. When was this? Oh, no, tell me the date. So Netflix says Scooby-Doo live action series is coming to Netflix. In this modern reimagining, old friends Shaggy and Daphne team up at summer camp with a scientific townie Velma and the strange but handsome Fred to solve the mystery of the Green Dane puppy who may have witnessed a okay. So this is the next thing. Who may have witnessed a supernatural murder. Wow. Okay. Huh. So the Great Dane, I'm assuming they're talking about Scooby then. That's what I'm assuming. All right. I don't know. It's kind of weird, guys, because okay. So this is when they're all going to be meeting up. And Shaggy and Daphne, they're already friends with each other. And then you got Velma and Fred who don't know each other, but they're all going to come together to solve this murder. Supernatural murder, I guess. All right, I got a couple of questions about this. Number one, how are they going to do Scooby? Is this going to be like some supernatural thing? Like he's going to be talking? Like that's like my main question for this. So that's number one. Number two, I don't know about the premise. Again, I'm not a big Scooby-Doo fan. To be honest with you, I'm not a big Scooby-Doo fan. However, it's like, I don't know. Listen, Netflix did the impossible by covering One Piece, giving us 2 seasons of the live action, which the first season was spectacular. I only saw like the first 2 episodes of season 2 when I went to the movies, but I haven't seen any after that because we're going to give y'all a reaction for it. But I don't know about this premise. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know because there's too many questions. Like them trying to meet up at summer camp, so that means that they're going to be younger. That's another thing. They're going to be younger. So I'm assuming they're going to be, I don't know, 15, 16 maybe. That's what I'm thinking. So it might be that. And I don't know if it's going to be the same film as Velma from HBO Max. I saw 2 episodes of that. I wasn't feeling it. So I don't know if it's going to be that kind of thing or it's going to be something else. I don't know. I don't know. But, let me know what you guys think. Because, again, this is not like my cup of tea per se. But I can, Scooby-Doo does have a big appeal. You know what I'm saying? It does have a big appeal. And it's still going. It's people still talk about it here and there. So I don't know, guys. What do y'all think? Y'all let me know in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about that. All right, y'all. So let's move on to Lilo and Stitch real quick. All right. Give me a second. Let me pull this up for you guys. All right. So apparently, I didn't know about Incredibles 3. So I'm getting this from E! News. Lilo and Stitch 2 and Incredibles 3 release dates revealed. Everything we know about the sequel. So yes, guys, officially, we're getting Lilo and Stitch 2, the live action, and Incredibles 3, which I'm very, very, very excited for. Lilo and Stitch 2, saw it, I enjoyed it, but I ain't gonna hold you. I'm more excited about Incredibles 3. I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. Okay, so we got release dates, right? So they will premiere weeks apart. So Lilo and Stitch is going to come out in May 2028, and Incredibles is going to be in June 2028. So we're going to get these in like 2 years. Okay, all right. Let's see what we can find out. All right. Incoming Disney CEO Josh D'Amaro announced March 18th that a sequel to Pixar's Incredibles franchise, as well as a sequel to last year's live-action remake of Lilo and Stitch, will premiere in the summer of 2028. Now, guys, this makes a whole lot of sense just because Lilo and Stitch live-action made a lot of money. I can't remember how much specifically, but I remember it making a lot of money. Indeed, after a decade after the second Incredibles, movie debuted in 2018. The Incredibles 3 will fly into theaters on June 16th, 2028. Pixar shared on X, while the first two movies were written and directed by Brad Bird, the two-time Oscar winner will only serve as a scribe for this installment, while Elemental director Peter Sohn will take the helm. Okay, so Brad Bird's not directing this. He's just gonna give like certain cues, I guess, to Peter, who directed Elemental. Okay, I didn't watch the Elementals. I didn't watch that. Should I watch that, guys? Chat, let me know in the comments down below if I should watch it. Okay. While Lilo and Stitch 2 will crash in the movie screens on May 2028, I'm sorry, May 26, 2028. Sorry. While Disney Studios confirmed on X, Chris Saunders, who co-created, co-wrote, and co-directed the original Lilo and Stitch movie in 2002 and co-wrote the 2025 remake, will write the upcoming sequel. All right. So this is actually pretty cool. So the original guy who did the animated movie is going to be writing the whole thing, according to the Hollywood Reporter. Okay, that's actually pretty cool, and that makes a lot of sense because, like I said, Lilo and Stitch, the live action, made a hell of a lot of money, so it makes sense why this is getting greenlit, why we're getting a sequel so quick. Okay. Saunders will also continue to voice the titular alien, aka Experiment 626. He also did it in the Lilo and Stitch animated sequel, Stitch Has a Glitch, which debuted in 2025. Okay, cool. Another chapter of the live action focused on the dysfunctional yet adorable Ohana comes as no surprise given that last year's remake ranked in more than $1 billion at the global box office. All right, so that makes, like I said, I know it made money, but I didn't think it made $1 billion. That's crazy. What do you guys think about this? I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It makes sense. It makes sense to me. It makes sense to me because number one, this made $1 billion, guys. And mind you, not everybody loves remakes like this. Nobody really likes remakes. This made $1 billion at the box office, guys. Insane. So it makes sense why they're doing this, why they're getting more of the original people for the Lilo and Stitch, the animated joint, because people love Lilo and Stitch. So listen, I can see them just doing more live action remakes out here. I can really see that too, because it's gonna keep making money. It's gonna keep making money, so I can see that. Incredibles 3, I'm very excited for that. I hate that we gotta wait like 10 years for each sequel, for the Incredibles. But I'm wondering what they're gonna do with this one, because the first one was about the superheroes were gone and they were coming back, and then you had them getting taken over by some dude, but now this one, I don't know what they're gonna do. Are they gonna do a Civil War type of thing? I don't know, but like I said, I'm very, 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 very excited for it, and we're getting it in 2028. So we gotta wait 2 more years. So, but that's whatever. But like I said, I'm very excited for that. Lilo and Stitch, I'm probably gonna check out. I'm probably gonna check that out. Lilo and Stitch too. But like I said, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below how you feeling about this. Are you excited for it? Are you not excited for it? Let me know in the comments down below. All right, guys. So listen, we got to get into some deep stuff right here. Okay. For those of you that don't know, boy, legend. Okay, legend. All right, Arnold Schwarzenegger. This guy. He is 78. He's 78 years old, mind you. And he is going to be Conan the Barbarian again. This man is 78, and he's going to be Conan the Barbarian. It's crazy. So according to the Hollywood Reporter, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Christopher McQuarrie. This is the director that has done the Mission Impossible movies from, I want to say, Rogue Nation to the latest one that came out, Dead Reckoning parts 1 and 2. They're going to be teaming up for a new Conan the Barbarian movie. According to the Hollywood Reporter, 20th Century Studios has attached the filmmaker to write and direct King Conan, reviving the character that was an early signature role for Schwarzenegger, which is pretty dope. I saw the first two very, very, very long time ago, but I have to go rewatch it now. So it says here that Arnold Schwarzenegger and Christopher McQuarrie are ready to take a swing at relaunching Conan the Barbarian. McQuarrie, who has helmed the four most recent... See, I was right. Okay, I was right. The 4 recent Mission Impossible films is attached to write and direct... Sorry. King Conan for 20th Century Studios. The Hollywood Reporter has confirmed Schwarzenegger will reprise his role as a sword-wielding Conan the Barbarian, which became an early signature part for the star as he starred in the 1982 fantasy film of the same name and its 1984 sequel that brought this character created by Robert E. Howard to the big screen. All right, let's see what else they got to say. So Schwarzenegger announced McQuarrie's involvement over the weekend at the Arnold Sports Festival in Columbus, Ohio. Additionally, the star said that he has been talking to Dan Trachtenberg about returning to the Predator franchise, which is pretty dope. That filmmaker revived with 2022's Prey and last year's follow-up Predator Badlands. Which crazy. It was last year. Crazy. Also noted that he has received a script for Commando 2. Now, see, I don't think that's going to work. That would see the actor return to the role of Colonel John Matrix that he originated in the original 1985 film. And in teasing King Conan, Schwarzenegger told the crowd, it's a great story where Conan was 40 years king as king. And he gets complacent and he gets forced out of the kingdom. Slowly, then there's a conflict, of course, where he somehow comes back. And then now there's all kinds of madness and violence and magic and creatures. Now you will have the special effects, and the studio system has plenty of money to make these movies really big. So I'm looking forward to all of these projects. All right, y'all, listen. All right. I'm a big Arnold fan, right? I'm a big Arnold fan. Even me, I don't think Commando's happening. I don't think that's happening. Now, the Conan and the Predator franchise that he's going to be a part of, I believe that's happening. And to be honest with you, in my opinion, I think this is a good thing that's happening because we got Christopher McQuarrie. I love him as a writer. I love him as a director too. Like he's directed some of the best, arguably the best Mission Impossible movies. My favorite is still Mission Impossible Fallout. I think that's Mission Impossible 7, if I'm not mistaken. So, hey, he's writing it too. I don't have no reservations for this. I think this is going to be pretty cool. Now, listen, we could get this movie 5 years from now. We see it and it sucks. Cool. But so far of me hearing it right now, this is awesome. Okay. Now, I really think he will be coming back to the Predator franchise too, because the Predator franchise is making a big comeback with Prey and then now Predator Badlands. And of course, Killers. Which came out last year, if I'm not mistaken, as well, and that was super awesome. So this is pretty cool. I like it. Now, how much of this is he going to be in the movie? Which it looks like this is going to be all about Conan, right? Now, here's the issue. Schwarzenegger's like 78, if I'm not mistaken. I believe he's 78, right? He's 78. I don't know how much action scenes he's gonna do. And mind you, he's not. There's no machine guns where where Conan is. You know what I mean? It's not in that time period. So I don't know how he's gonna do the action. I don't know how that's gonna look. Now mind you, you got Keanu Reeves who's in his 60s and he's out here doing John Wick stuff. Cool, but this is different. Schwarzenegger is older than Keanu, and then now he's gonna have to do all these action scenes. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a stunt double. I'm pretty sure, but still, I don't know if he's gonna do much action in this. But we'll see. We'll see. Honestly, I don't really need to see him win no fights. I just want to see him just do some carnage. Be honest with you. But like I said, I don't think the Commando 2 is gonna work. I don't see that happening. But if the Predator, so if Conan is a success, and then if Schwarzenegger goes to Predator and that's a success, I can see Commando 2 doing a good job too. But I'm pretty sure he's gonna be paired with somebody because ain't no way, ain't no way. Kevin, what's going on, my boy? How you doing? I don't see it too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I don't really see this happening, to be honest with you. I really don't, man. Like, again, Schwarzenegger's like 70, 78. So I can't see him doing the action shit. I can't see that, bro. I can't see that. I don't know. But guys, let me know what y'all think about this in the comments, man. Are you feeling this? Are you not feeling this? Let me know in the comments down below. Okay. I don't know if I wanted to talk about this. You know what? I guess we can talk about it for. You know what? I'm gonna come back to this. Because I really want to talk about it. But let me go to this first. Okay. All right, guys. So for those of you that love the Batman 2 coming out before GTA 6, apparently. So we had a couple of actors turn down the role for Christopher Dent, Harvey Dent's father. Robert De Niro was one of them, and he turned that down. So now Viggo Mortensen is in talks to be in the Batman. We don't know if it's going to be Harvey Dent's father per se, but he's going to be in this movie in a big way, I think. But yeah, again, this is rumor. This is not an actual fact. This is a rumor, okay? Because there's still very much stuff we don't know. And according to World of Real, the casting for the pivotal role of Christopher Dent in Matthew Reeves' The Batman Part 2 remains unsettled and quite honestly has been entertaining to watch unfold. As a new report suggests that several high-profile actors have turned it down. Jeff Snyder reported that Robert De Niro was offered the part but declined. Reeves and the studio are reportedly seeking a major star to portray Harvey Dent, who is Sebastian Stan's father. Yet the role remains unfulfilled, making it the last key character in the film yet to still be announced. And I forgot De Niro, Brad Pitt. I forgot Brad Pitt, but they went to him too. Skarsgård and Daniel Craig are all passed on the role. Right? So more recently, rumors about Viggo Mortensen duties have remained unconfirmed. All right, my boy. I'll see you when you get back. Fans responded. I'm sorry. Let me go back. I'm sorry about that, guys. More recently, rumors circulated about Viggo Mortensen throughout these remained unconfirmed. Right? Fans reported enthusiastically to the Mortensen speculation, and I can confirm that Viggo has indeed had the talks with the producers. In fact, he's probably the closest to any other actor has been to nabbing this role. All right, so guys, we got to talk about this real quick for a few minutes. This worries me a lot. This worries me a lot because you got De Niro, who again, he's a legendary actor. You know, he's been in the business for decades. He hasn't done a movie in a long time, but still, right? He turned it down. And mind you, I'm not saying he did like crappy movies, you know, all the time. But after a certain while, he was just doing whatever. Even he was like, nah. Brad Pitt said no. Skelly and Skarsgård said no. Daniel Craig said no. And I'm wondering what is the reason why they keep refusing this role. That's my thing. I don't know. I'm a little bit worried about that. And I'm kind of a little bit worried about the Batman 2 production wise because unless it's the script, it's a script issue because again, I think I said this last week or the week before. I don't understand why we're even getting Christopher Dent in the first place. Because you know, of all the Batman mythos, we've never really dealt with his father, so I don't even understand why we would even get this. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but again, I'm now I'm a little bit worried. What is it about this role that has Brad Pitt, De Niro, Skarsgård, and Craig not wanting to do this? That's the first thing. The second thing, what kind of role does Christopher Dent have? Is he going to be Two-Face or like what is happening right now? You know, unless or given the climate of what's going on right now, it's a political thing, and it's something that De Niro, Pitt, and Skarsgård and Craig do not align with. So it could be that too. I don't know, but I think this is very interesting. To be honest with you, but I'm really like I don't know whether to be nervous about this or I don't know. To be honest with you guys, I don't know. I really don't know. But what do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments down below, guys. Because like I said, I'm a little bit worried about this because I don't understand why specifically we're focusing on Harvey Dent's father. I just don't understand that. Maybe that's a sign that this movie's not going to be as good as the first one. I don't know, but you know we'll find out. Hopefully that's not the case, but we'll find out. All right, guys, we got a couple more things to talk about, and we're out of here. So, guys, for those of you that don't know, Assassin's Creed, right? Assassin's Creed will be coming to Netflix live action. Okay. So we're getting this from Movie Web, right? Netflix's Assassin's Creed, everything we know about the game adaptation. All right. 10 years after slaying the international box office with a 241 million take, Assassin's Creed is sinking one step closer to a deadly TV hit. Following 6 years after the development, since the first project was announced, Netflix is mobilizing the Order of Assassins and the Knights of the Templar to wage war on the small screen. Two rival societies, secret societies, vying for mind control artifacts between the 15th and the 21st centuries. All right. While early in the development stage, Assassin's Creed began filming in Europe March 2026. So it's filming right now. Okay. With the primary cast in place and a few plot details seeping out, the ambitious video game adaptation could be coming to Netflix sooner rather than later. As production begins to wrap up. Oh, so it's wrapping up. Okay, my bad. It's worth addressing who will run the show, where it's set, who will star, direct the pilot, and when will it be released on Netflix. All right, let me just go through these real quick. In July 2025, Netflix officially greenlit the upcoming video game series, tapping its creators Robert Patino and David Weiner as showrunners. Partnered with Netflix, Assassin's Creed is produced by Ubisoft Film and television with executive producers Gerard, I don't even know how to say that name, Gilmiot and Margaret Boykin, Jason Altman, and Danielle Carrick. With five previous TV credits, Petrino has been a producer on Sons of Anarchy, The Bastard Executioner, Westworld, DMZ, and Zero Day. Okay, that's good. As for Weiner, he brings video game adaptation experience as he is the showrunner of Halo. Okay, that's going to be a little, you know. Hey, Buggy, what's going on? No, that's what I was telling you. I don't worry about it. I'll talk to you about it later. As for Weiner, he brings video game adaptation experience as the showrunner of Halo. Additional credits include Fear the Walking Dead, Homecoming, Brave New World, and others. Okay. We've been excited. We've been fans of the Assassin's Creed since its release in 2007. Every day we work on this show, we come away excited and humbled at the possibilities that Assassin's Creed opens to us beneath the scope, the spectacle, the parkour, and the thrills is a baseline for the most essential kind of human story about people searching for purpose, struggling with questions of identity and destiny and faith. It is about power and violence, sex, greed, and vengeance. All right, so far, this is sounding pretty good so far. To be honest with you. Again, I played a couple of Assassin's Creed games. I played the first three, I believe. I played Unity for sure, and I think I played Black Flag. I didn't finish it, but I played Black Flag. Don't yell at me. Don't yell at me. Honestly, I think this is cool. This is cool. This is Netflix. Netflix. Like I said, it's doing wonders with the One Piece, and I never thought we would even get a One Piece one that did so good. You know what I mean? So that's why, that's why, yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. It sounds pretty good to me, to be honest with you. Sounds pretty good to me so far. And it sounds like Patino and Weiner, they understand the concept of the Assassin's Creed games and what makes it so successful. Because in my opinion, that was the problem of all of the other video game adaptations. They wasn't getting the material. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like they were afraid to do the source material. They were trying to do their own thing or try to make it like closer to realism as possible. It's not it. That's not what these games are about. If you wanted to do that, you should have did a Call of Duty one. Which again, it's crazy to me that we never got a Call of Duty. That's so crazy to me. Or even Grand Theft Auto. That's still crazy to me too. All right, so let me read a little bit more of this, and then I'll give my closing thoughts. All right. More of my thoughts, I should say. All right. So, Assassin's Creed will take place in Rome, 64 AD, where the upcoming live-action series will tell an original story set in the heart of the Roman Empire. Assassin's Creed is a high-octane thriller centered on the secret war between two shadowy factions. One set in determining mankind's future through control and manipulation, while the other fights to preserve free will. The series follows its characters across pivotal historical events as they battle to shape humanity's destiny. All right. And who's going to direct it? So in December 25, it was announced that Swedish director John Regnick would helm the pilot episode for Assassin's Creed. Best known for directing music videos, Regnick directed the 2008 film Downloading Nancy and the 2024 Adam Sandler film Spaceman. Regnick's TV credits include Breaking Bad, The Walking Dead, Vikings. Okay. Now, see that? I don't know. I don't know about that. Nah, I don't know about that. Maybe I might be wrong. Maybe it might be different. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Uh, yeah. I don't know. Now I was a little bit confident. Now I'm like, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. But honestly, outside of that, well, it still might be good. So let me not even say that. But yeah, overall though, this does sound pretty good to me. But what did you guys think? What do you guys think about this? Do you think this is gonna be good? Do you think that this is gonna come out well? Do you think that this is gonna work? Y'all let me know in the comments. Because honestly, I feel like Netflix should be given a chance. And I want to see what they're gonna do. But before I even judge this, let me see what they're gonna do. Let me see what they're gonna do before I really get a chance to judge. But because again, they've done Netflix. I mean, sorry, they've done the One Piece live action. They knocked it out the park, and then now they're doing this. And I told my boy Buggy too. I told him too that don't be surprised if you see them doing other live action stuff too. And that's what they're doing. And they also did not Scorpion Filter. Oh man, what's the game? Sorry guys, let me look it up real quick. Dang, I can't believe I forgot the game. I'm sorry guys. Well, they did Castlevania. Yeah, they did. They definitely did Castlevania, but it was another game that they did. Now I can't remember the name. That's crazy. Splinter Cell. There we go. So they did Splinter Cell as well, and Castlevania. And I feel like, well, Castlevania, they've done really well with Castlevania, and I felt like they did very well with Splinter Cell. I actually really liked the Splinter Cell that they did. So I'm gonna give them some grace. I'm gonna see what happens. But we will be there to watch this. Will we do a reaction? More than likely, we'll find out. We'll find out. And I think that's it, guys. Talked about that. Okay. Yeah, okay. So we talked about everything real quick. Okay. Oh, you know what I wanted to talk about real quick? Last 5 minutes. So I wanted to talk about Harry Potter real quick, right? So apparently Harry Potter, the trailer, I'm getting this from the Hollywood Reporter too. The trailer surpassed 277 million views, become most watched in HBO history, which is pretty good. So the trailer came out a couple of days ago, and I saw a lot of people was not liking this, and they said they didn't like it. And from what I've read, usually mostly it was because of how they did Snape, and I believe Dumbledore, and they gave them a race change, which from what I remember, Snape had a different, like he was characterized a different way, which didn't show that he was black. And Dumbledore, I don't even think they had. Again, I didn't read the books, guys. I'm just off social media, my knowledge. In the books, I saw that they did not have a Pacific, like a characterization to show that he was black or not. So I don't know. I thought this was cool because number one, this shows you that people still love Harry Potter. It's still beloved by millions, despite what happened with J.K. Rowling, because I think she had like a little controversy. People still love Harry Potter. If I'm not mistaken, Harry Potter the game made millions, made money. So yeah, so and then this came up, and again, this is something that people were not going to be cool with because this is this is like a reboot, and people are very attached to the movies because they felt like the movies are so perfect to the book. Again, and I've heard that from some people, especially when I was in high school. Some people felt like it wasn't very close to it, but close enough to where they're like, yo, I'm enjoying this, because all of those Harry Potter movies made so much money. So this is not surprising that it made this much views, regardless of the controversy and the Snape thing and all that. People are still going to be running to this with open arms. You're always going to have a certain amount of people that's going to hate something that's new. It just is what it is. But I thought this was pretty cool. I'm not a big Harry Potter fan. I'm not going to hold you. I did like the movies. I did. I'm probably going to check this out too. Because if I'm not mistaken, this is going to be the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, if y'all watch anime. This is going to be the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood to Harry Potter. Meaning, this is going to be the closest adaptation to the books compared to the original movies, right? So let me know what you guys think about that. Do you like that? Do you hate that? How do you feel about this? Let me know in the comments down below. And with that, guys, we're gonna get out of here. Sorry about that. So we're gonna see y'all in the next one next week. When the news comes up, we're definitely gonna report it. And hopefully we see you guys there. And if you're watching this, please support the channel, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And make sure you click on that notification bell. And definitely make sure you click on that hype button if you're on a mobile device. Okay. All right, guys. I will see y'all in the next one. Deuces. Be safe. Have a good one. See you in the next one. Woo! Everything fell. That's crazy, guys. I'm a little bit of plus today. I am so sorry about that. All right, guys. See y'all in the next one. Later.